Welcome everybody, this is Frankie Santori. Okay, today I will be doing something a little different than normal. And by little, I mean a lot. Many of my friends have actually asked me how to do this, so today I will be teaching you something very useful. If you play Minecraft, at least, this will be somewhat useful to you. And if this isn't, well, bye then. Have fun later on. Okay, I just said I wouldn't be doing any more gaming videos, but this isn't necessarily a gaming video. Okay, first thing I will be teaching you is, if I can spell, yes, a Minecraft server. Now, more specifically, I will be teaching you how to make a Minecraft server and different Minecraft servers you can make. These are, well, you can make a bunch of different things. For right now, though, I'm going to show you how to make a very easy server. Now, depending on the version you want, there's different things you could do. I will be leaving a link down in the description to show you how to do this, but how you do this is basically go to minecraft.net/downloads. Now you can do it here, or I will find something for you. I did say .net/downloads. Now download. I don't know why it's sent me here, but alright. You will see this. This is something Mojang doesn't really tell everybody, but you can actually get this. Now remember to actually copy and paste this, because this is very important if you want your server to actually run with any deal. What you do is, when you run on Windows, you want to get this, and it just tells you that very easily. So you download this. This may take a minute, literally. Now, you do one of two things from here. You can stop watching this video and go to this article. And then goodbye. Or you can stick around and I can show you the rest. Now, you do want to copy this. Don't get the period, please, because you will freaking mess everything up, and then you'll have to do this all over again. Now, this is for a bat file to run the server. Now, you could do this with jar.exe, keep which whenever you want to use, it doesn't matter. But if you do want to use a .bat file, you will have to get this file. This is to start the server. You can get both of these, you can get one of these, but this is the one I mainly use. I do actually have my own server, of course, and if you want, I will actually let you guys play on it. Now, how you do this is, once you get, I'm waiting for the .jar file to actually do, because I like it. I like doing the .jar file better, not the .exe. .exe is a little more complicated, and it's a little bit more of a pain. Okay, what you do is, once this is actually got here, take this. Now, you should have already opened. Sorry, I didn't think about this. Just label a Minecraft folder, okay? That's very easy. Toddler could figure out that one. Pull these like this. Take your Minecraft server. This could be the .exe or the .jar. For this one, I have a .exe file right now. Simply open it. That's it. You'll see it'll pop up, then it'll have these. Now this, you'll want to just do this, okay? Now it'll say, now by changing the settings below to true, you indicated your agreement to the EULA. That's just a license agreement. Most people don't pay attention, and they just go true and don't pay attention to it. If you actually want to go read it, you can. But just, oh, by the way, I'm using Notepad++. You don't have to use that. But I am. I'm weird. Makes it much easier for me. Yeah, I'm using Notepad++. This whole thing down here. Now, see if that's true. Now, what this now allows me to do is, whenever I click it again, this will pop up. Unfortunately, there's a small little issue with the .exe file. You actually don't get to see anything. Now, you do not ever want to click the X, even if you're mad at the person playing on. Don't ever click the X, because you'll get weird little things. And it'll break your game pretty easily. I know I didn't listen to somebody when they told me don't do it, and I've had to make about 5 or 6 different servers. Now, you'll see these log, world, band ISP, players, the EULA file, ops, server. Now, if you have a specific thing you want to do, generation settings true, op permission level 4, allow Nether, this allows Nether to spawn a resource pack, you could add one, level name, world. Now, and this is just like, you come to, I think you can pretty much guess what in the world most of these do. Now, where it says MOTD or MOTD, this is the name of your file, name of your Minecraft world. Now, you could simply type in, say, mine. I'm just gonna type in Frankie. I use grammar, so Frankie's server. I have a bad feeling I didn't spell that right. Regardless, I'm not here for grammar right now, but save, and this doesn't do anything. Now, players here, you could put that, or you can just have 8 or whatever. You could have that number, as far as I give a crap. Mostly you want to stick around if you have a low computer. If you're doing on like 10 gigs, 1 or 2. PvP, this is player versus player. If you don't want people to fight, set this to false on your server. That way nobody gets in here and they start slaughtering people. I did misspell server. I knew I misspelled it. See? I knew it. Okay, sorry, that's just annoying me. I didn't know what I was doing. Server port. Now this is very important. You will need to remember. So write down 25565. That is very important. That's something you're going to need to remember for later on. Okay, save. Now you've messed with the server. Now whenever you start the server, it'll say that name. For whatever reason, if you really want to do that, you can. Doesn't bug anybody that you don't. Now, if you think, oh, okay, well now the server's set up and now I can go join it. I will show you exactly why you will not be able to join the server. Hopefully. If my ingeniousness didn't just come back and bite me. This shouldn't work. Shouldn't. But again, I've also don't actually remember. Alright. I already have it for the Minecraft server I want. There are different versions you can go play on. I normally want to stick on 1.7.10. Less bugs, less crashing, less Mojang, or actually Microsoft, all of my stuff. But again, that's just me. You can do 1.6, 1.10. Actually, you cannot do 1.10. There's no such thing as 1.10. 1.7.10 actually. 1.6. Do whatever you feel like using. Like I said, 1.8.4, not the best version in the world. Okay, now if you think, okay, I'm in. Now, this only will work for a land. Yay, I'm in. Now, you noticed one ginormous issue. Hopefully, you remembered. Or hopefully, at least you noticed one issue. My computer is a very good computer. Right now, I'm running on about 39 frames a second. 33. If I stare at the ground, I get 49, 45, 47, 48. You get the point. I start looking at things, and my frame rate just dies. Okay. Go ahead. I disconnect. Now, notice something? It says Frankie server underneath, and I already have everything connected, so. And it'll say the Reaper connected. Now, see, I'm not connected. Why does it say I'm connected? Legit, why does it say I'm connected? I'm not on the server. Well, that's because the server's lagging. Dramatically, actually, because I'm only getting 5, this is megabytes a second, or millibytes, something like that. That's extremely slow, and this is only for 10 people so far. Now, you have to type in stop on this lower bar, give it a couple seconds, and it'll stop server on sign. Okay, now, you might be wondering, well, what was the other stuff you said? About, like, the 25565. Well, that's a server port. You would know this if, you know, Java would do what I ask and actually do something for once. Okay, you might see what I want. Error network help. 1 minute, I'll be here. Okay, I'm back. It downloaded. That didn't take very long. But still, that was annoying. For whatever reason, it didn't want to download whenever I had something going. Go ahead. Alright. Now, take the jar file, drop it in, and you might wonder, well, these are the same file. Wouldn't they cause a clash? No. They're actually 2 different files with 2 different names. They just have the same name. For some reason. Almost same names. Now, you can run this one, and it'll do the exact same thing as the .exe file, except one little thing. You'll start seeing this. You'll actually start seeing stuff now. I don't know if that's just like the thing or... yeah, you'll start seeing all of these little things, and it'll say right here, game, or default game type, survival, generation key pair, starting Minecraft server on 25565. Now this is the port. It'll do this every time, no matter what. It'll launch on that exact same one. You can go and you can change it. It'll still launch it here because this says launch on this. Now, here comes the fun things. If you want people to actually get on your server rather than you just say, oh, I have a server and la 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 la, you actually have to do something. Now, this is a lot of fun if you're not me. If you're me, this is going to be fun. Nothing. What you have to type is you have to know your IP address. That's just one. If you want to how to do that, just type in my IP and it'll do that. Okay? Very easy. Just say my IP and here's your IP. Blah blah. Your public IP. Yeah. Yay. Now, once you have this, once you have your IP, type it up here. So, or you could just type 192. Yeah, 192. .168. Now this will differ, but if you just want something very easily and you know what it is, now this is to access your router. You do need to access your router for a very good reason. This isn't me just making up crap now, but 192. Now this isn't me making up crap to actually get somebody to do this. You were actually going to need to do this. Well, maybe. Okay, well, it looks like they've changed it. Just type in your IP, so... Now, this will let you directly connect to your router. When you connect to your router, it'll ask for two things. Maybe. Okay, well, I can't exactly show you now, but... 1 minute. I have to get to a thing where I can. Yay, back! Okay, guys, well, I can't seem to figure out, but... how to get... because I can't remember, so... 192 dot... I think it's... yeah, here we go. Did they change it or something? Huh. I don't know if they changed it, but if they did, you're extremely annoying. But, yeah, you have to connect your router. Mine happens to be a Lindsay route admin. That, okay? Now, what you do is, it'll ask two things. It'll ask for a username and a password. Router name. What this happens to be is what your internet is called. Like mine is Santori House. That's because I have Wi-Fi, of course. That's your username. Your password is what you use to connect to your internet. Like, say, if it's Billy Bob, that's your password. Well, or Tiny Man, or Cheese, or whatever. I don't know what you'd use for a password. You Scalpy, or Scalper, as far as I know. But, whatever you use to connect to your Wi-Fi, that password, that is what your password is for your router. Once you access your router, it'll ask you, see if I can get to an image and see if I can just, okay, well, this is useful. Here we go, right here. This might be useful. Oh god, none of these things have that big enough. Okay, well, here, this is useful. This is extremely useful, actually. This is what, if you want to find out how to get to it, this is how you can do it just as well. It's a command. I can show you real quick. It's just config, and right here it'll ask you for this. Then that's it. It'll tell you a bunch of things like this. This is not actually the right thing. So, yeah, don't pay attention, but yeah, this just gives you IP configuration. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, there you go. That's how you get that. See, now, this is what it'll ask you. Username, password. I don't know if you guys can read that or not. Okay, this is actually a lot better. Username, password. Username is the internet. Password is what you use to connect to it. Drill that point in. Because believe me, I've done this for somebody and they just didn't catch that. Okay, which one of these images are the clearest? Not you, not you, not you. By the way, if you don't actually know it, most times it's just admin, admin and admin. Sorry, I'm trying to find the image that will actually. Here we go. Clear enough image. Jesus, the love of the whatever. Image. View image. View image. Well, it'll come up to something like this. Now you'll be seeing something that says port forward. You need to click the port forward. For some reason, I can't seem to get to find. Here we go. It'll say appliance and gaming. You click that. It'll say at the very bottom port forward. Click that. It'll have like a row of things you don't have any idea, and you'll be wondering, what do all these things do? Now, what you have to do is, again, have to find the right picture, because I can't seem to log in, because my computer's just going to be a pain that way today. But it'll ask you for like a bunch of different things. Import and export. Actually, I think it's this thing. No, okay. Well, it'll ask you for some things at the very bottom. These are very easy to do. Let's see if I can get to do it one more time. If not, I'm just going to have to leave you guys with the curiosity if I ever got it to work. See, now I know I've accessed my router with this one before, because that number pops up. The almighty number. Okay. Alright, 192. Yeah. It's kind of hard to explain. I just need to show people how to do this, because it's hard to explain. It's even harder whenever you're trying to make a video on it and you can't seem to get it to work the one time you do need it. Computer, I hate you. But yeah. If I could just figure out, well, maybe if I don't do that, maybe if I could get it to do it, I might actually be able to show you guys. Your best advice is, as of right now, don't listen to me at all. Because believe me. Okay, well, here it is. Yeah, this thingy. Okay. This. Okay. Perfect. Exactly where I need to go. Okay. You hit applying and gaming. Now it'll say single port or port range. It doesn't matter. Just do port range because it's easier. Now, type in the name that you want it to be. Say like what this guy has right here, test camera. Now, if you remembered what I said, keep that number 25565. The external port and the internal port are the exact same. So you put a Minecraft server here, you put 25565 here and here, then put both, and then put your the computer's IP. Now, your computer IP is different. That you actually have to go here if you don't want to go through 100 different things to get it. You type in ipconfig, and this little number right here where it says 192, move it out of the way, 192.168.1. And then it'll have three numbers you have to pick from. Mine is 114, yours could be 115, 119, or 187. It doesn't matter. But that is your computer IP. That doesn't change. Ever. Not unless you fuck with something and move your computer, like what I have is. Now, there is one case that this does change, and that's only for two reasons. One, you just went from LAN, from a direct connection to a wireless connection, and then back to direct connection. That will change these numbers. But if you do not, it will not move. Normally, at least. But every once in a while, go in here if it doesn't work, connect it. Now, what this allows you to do is now people can enter through this one IP and know they can't hack your computer or anything like that. They only have access for this one number. Now, with that one number, or numbers technically, yeah, but with that though, it allows them in to play a game. If they try with a different game tracks, you have to type into a different one. That's the cool little thing. For every program, there's a different number, so there's like 1,000 of these you can do. Some of these, they already have them named here. I don't know what these are, so have fun trying to figure it out. Yeah, but yeah. And then you can access it. Now this allows any of your friends to access. Now you do not give them this. You give them your IP, your outside IP. Now, what you can do now is connect through your outside IP. I can't remember what your internal would be, but this is your external IP now. That's what that number was for. That number is very helpful, very useful, and very bit of a pain in the neck sometimes. I already have mine set up, so don't worry. That's why mine worked. Of course. I forgot to mention that. That's why mine worked the first time. If yours probably won't, but if it does, it's a miracle. But okay. Now, that's how you set it up. Now you can leave it here. You can go play and do whatever you want. But when you start playing with multiple people, you'll find an issue very, very easily, or very, very soon. Once you have like 3 people on the server, you're lagging, just extraordinary lag. What you have to do is make a run file. Now this, you can't just type run and leave it. If you can, I will be doing this with Notepad++, as I said before, because I don't like using a notepad. If you actually have to use a notepad, I feel extremely sorry for you. Download this. It's a lot easier. Now you'll see run.txt. That is a text file. That will have to be changed soon. Remember that file? Remember that thing that I told you? One second. I know I have to go redo that because I wasn't paying attention to my own ingenious plan. Okay, now if you're like me and you happen to have messed up a little bit, go back to Minecraft.net/download and you will have to go from the front all the way to where it says Java. Don't get the period. Copy. This will be useful. Paste. Now, this is the first and second. This tells you how much your computer, how much it will start with in RAM, how much it will end. Now these are in megabytes, so it takes 124 of these to equal a gigabyte. So right now you're on 1 gig of RAM. Now if you're smart, you use a calculator because you're no way that I'm ever going to get this. But you do 102.4. Now you need to say how many gigs you want. I have 16, so I'm going to go with 9. That's the number you have to plug in for the first and the second number. Now, if you were smart, you would have done and move this so you can do that relatively easily. Don't ever copy what I do. I'm a freaking moron sometimes, and I just don't pay attention. 9216. Do the same thing over here because your computer, it'll tell you. Actually, no, let's just leave it. 1024, and I'm going to show you why. Now, when you're done, hit enter, now type in pause, because you're going to need it, file, save as. Now, when you're here, you could do and find bat file. Or if you don't want to do that, type in .bat here. Type anywhere else, it'll say run.bat, not run. I click save. Now, a very interesting thing will happen. You'll see now that there are 2 run files. I open this one, there's nothing in it. Well, because you saved another one as a run file. Now, you'll see this has a little gear. Now when I click it, say unable to access Minecraft server.jar. That's because I'm a moron and I forgot to do something. Along with most people who actually watch this video. You don't actually have a file marked Minecraft. It says right here, it says Minecraft 1.4. Or 1.8. Why do I even bother trying to say it? But it won't accept it. There's no file named that. There's a file named Minecraft server 1.8.4.jar. That you have to have, but it will not just accept any Minecraft file. Actually have to be specific. And once you have the run file, you don't have to worry about hitting save as anymore. Double click it. Now an interesting thing will happen. See, it'll say this. Yeah, so you'll leave it, but now you notice something. This did the exact same thing this did, except for it's a command. Command.exe. Now this will have the exact same thing as this, but you're using this, just you're adding more RAM to your server. Now, if I go and connect to this now, like I will do right now, you'll notice something amazing and oh so fantabulous. God, I sound like an idiot 9 times, almost every time I freaking open my mouth. And I apologize for that. I know I sound like a moron. Thank you, game. Please work. Now when you launch this, you'll find out something very interesting. Pretty well the instant you join the server, something interesting will happen. Now this is the same server, nothing has changed. It's just that something interesting had happened. You can already tell right there. Remember how we had 5 megabytes? Look how high that jumped from adding 9. I'm going from about 1 gig to about 9 gigs in about a second. Oh, looky. My frame rate had dropped. Why is that? Well, because as of right now, I'm running a 64-bit, but you have a lot of memory. Only thing is, you're not running it. Now your computer has a 15% or 1,000 times more done, but what's located is extremely small now. What is to offer is really small, meaning if you try to run around and doing ring like that, you're gonna kill your system pretty soon, or you're gonna jump off server at least. Now, how you fix this? See, the server already refreshes, and now you're wondering, well, why did it jump all the way back down? See? Because you just left server now. You have to type. So I've typed stop. Now, because you're so ingenious, and nobody ever taught you how to do this, but you now have to edit with Notepad++. This number is how much the server will be using. Copy. This number is how much the server, or this is the number how much the server can use. You still had it on an extremely small number, so it wasn't using its max capacity. Now, when I relaunch it, you'll notice something interesting. Now, if you only have so much RAM on your computer, this won't help any. This will basically, it'll mutilate your entire computer. Now, notice something? Yeah. Think about everybody did. Server's moving a lot faster now. Grassy, snowy. But you can feel the server running a lot faster. Now, I'm an idiot, and I wondered why I was still having such a low frame rate. It's because I'm an idiot, for one. I'm using a 64-bit computer, and I have the max all the way up, but that's not the issue here. The issue is that I'm just an idiot sometimes, and I just forget that I happen to be using a better computer than anything. So I need to turn shit down. Then I'm also loading like 100 chunks a freaking second. But that adds more RAM to your computer. Or not to your computer, but to your server itself. STOP. That adds more RAM to your server. Now, if you're wanting to do... Now, this is where I do a totally different leap. We'll actually be doing another server. I'm doing the same video, so this will be pretty long. I will be doing 3 types of servers in this video now. This is Minecraft. This is now a modded server. Modded, just to show you what all I can do with that you can do with your server, and this also helps everybody else. Minecraft. Now this is just plugins. Now, how you do these are these 3 are the exact same all the way up. Unfortunately, I will not be doing this with 1.8.4 because this server sucks for that. Instead, you will want to copy this, the run file, because it's compatible with everyone. So just make sure that's the one thing you have in every one of these. I will no longer be using those. Now, I go back to my file. Now, see, I have all this here. I don't actually need these. I'll be using this one, for instance. Okay, go to Bucketcraft and download this. How you do that is same thing how you do about everything else. Is the ports don't change, by the way, so you don't have to redo this. Just type in bucket, if I can spell bucket. Bucketcraft. I know I misspelled that. Go to website for one. Bucketcraft, now you do download server, or server download. And of course you can go and do whatever you want. Now, I genuinely want to stick with 1.7.10, mainly because I'm a weirdo like that, and I'm freaking odd. For some reason, I'm at the wrong page. I don't know why I'm at the wrong page. Oh, here we go, server list, that's right. No. 1 minute. I'll get it back. 1 minute, please. Okay, I figured it out. Okay, go to Bucketcraft. Git bucket or Git craft bucket, whatever you want to call it. Setting up a server. Now, you can do that if you really want to. This is what you're going to need. You can do this, or you can do whatever you want it. Now, that's what you can use if you're using Windows. I'm only doing this for Windows. I don't have to do anything else, though. I'm doing it for Windows. This is easier. You have a Linux, Mac. Have fun. There's about 1 million more steps. Not much for Linux, though. Same thing. Almost. Okay, have fun, though. Now, what you do is you git bucket. Or, wait. No, go back. My bad. It'll say build craft, or bucket craft. Well, that's odd. I think it changed some things. Build dev. Huh. What should I do today? What did you guys do? Did they change it or something? Okay, well, that's interesting. Okay, well, you guys are just gonna have to find it then, cause I actually don't know where they put it. I originally got it from here, but I don't know what happened. But just find it, just Google it. Bucket server, Bucket craft server download. And just do that. I don't know what they did. But yeah, it used to be there. I'll just go back to get one of my servers. I don't mind them. But that is how you used to get it. I don't know what they did. I think they stopped or did something weird because it just doesn't allow it anymore. So, if I can figure out how to do it, I'll leave a link to it or something. Alright. Just paste it in here. Now what you'll have to do is do edit. Not that. This you will actually have to just click rename, copy the name. This you'll have to edit it. It's weird. Now it says Minecraft server.jar. Go all the way back to the 4, all the way to the M in Minecraft. Paste the new one. It is a craft bucket.jar file. That will then have to be saved. You can save as is or save it, doesn't really matter. But don't ever open it. Like when it's like that, don't ever do what you did in the other one and open it. Because you will have to shut off your computer, turn it back on. It literally is that annoying. So take it from someone who learned their lesson the first time. Don't do it. Now I will have to restart my Minecraft because I'm not on the right thing. But yeah, as of right now though, you can still go on Bucketcraft and you can get the plugins. You can get any plugin you want. Just make sure it's for 1.7.10. I think they're all compatible. Well, for the love of Pete's sake. I just did that, didn't I? Well, you guys always like seeing people fail. Well, here you go. I just made as a mistake again. I didn't mean to do that. Edit profile. Now, this isn't taking anything special. You just go as is. Just download it at 1.7.10. Just change versions. See, it didn't change the name. You have to go back if you really want to change it. Go back and change the name. But your IP will be the exact same on every one of these. Now, see, it says repro91. Join the game. Now, unfortunately, you have no. You can't. It'll say, please contact the server administrator if you believe this is an error. How you actually get it is you go here and you type in your name, say like mine's the repro91. My bad, you type in op, and this opts you to the console. Now, this is if you're only using with like 1 or 2. If you're only using like this, that's fine. It doesn't matter then too badly. If you just op yourself. Now, if you're wanting this to be a dedicated server that people play on, that's a bad idea. I'm just going to tell you right now, that's a bad idea to op everybody who gets in your server. You want to op yourself, and actually don't even want to op yourself. You have to use a permissions.exe file, or permission file, or permissions.yml, something like that at least. That is not, and I will repeat this, it will ignore this permissions file, as far as I'm aware of. Because it is not, oh actually it is a YML file. Well, for some reason it will ignore it. What you have to do is you have to download a permissions plugin to go in your server. I will not be showing you that. I'm just showing you how to run it. If you want a done permissions file, you can contact me and I will send you one via an email. It is you can use F Santori. I will have it in the link if you want to do it, but it's fsantori24@gmail.com. You can politely ask me for the permissions file, and I will send it to you. Now, politely ask me for the YML permissions file. Don't ever ask me for anything else. Don't ever ask me for, like... Now, if you want help further than that, like, what everything means, you can ask me then. Like, if you need help with it or anything like that further, you can still ask me. But don't just ask me to build you one, because I'm not like that. I want you guys to put in some effort and actually do it yourself. Now, how you do put in the plugins is simple. Plugins file. Just drop them in any order, and then done. And basically, that's it. That's how you start, that's how you run it, that's how you maintain it. The other one isn't exactly so easy. The modded one is a little more complicated. By a little, I mean prepare for some high-level complication here. What you have to do is, well, not high level, this is actually intermediate, but this is still easy enough. You need a Forge. Mine's 1.7.10. Forge server. Or actually, it doesn't actually need to be even a server. It just needs to be a Forge client. Now, 1.7.10. There you go. Just type in Google. It's files.minecraftforge.net. They updated everything. Goody, goody, goody. Download. Stop that. Download the file. Download. 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 Okay, we'll just say we downloaded it. I now go into my downloads and I now search it. Like I said, search. I'm not gonna find it right off the bat. I forget what it actually looks like. Here we go. Forge. Here we go. Forge 1.7. This doesn't matter. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. Click open. Yes. Now, to install a client or install server, to create a modded server or to create a new profile for Mojang client. These are very, very important to extinguish from each other. Now, if you want a modded server, and if you have a modded client, you should know how to do this. These are the same thing in one. But in order to get on a modded server, you have to have a modded client. So if you want to go ahead and do both of these, that's okay. Now you will have to redirect this. Desktop. Mine's very easy. I just have it for modded Minecraft. Now, it'll say downloading library for loading to mod server. Let's say in progress. Now, I can go in here and you'll see. Okay. Probably don't get in there right now, but yeah. I'm bored. It'll say here, so it'll say loading library.org or blah 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 blah. I can actually do that. It's exactly what it says. And see, I'm just keeping tabs on what it says. Unpacking. Now, there are faster ways of doing this, but since I'm recording, my computer is a little bit slower than normal. Okay, downloaded 15 and install Forge. Now, what that means is install libraries, and there's 15 files there. Now, you no longer need this. And that's a lie. Like I was trying to mess with people. You actually have to run this one time before you can install anything. And you have to have everything undone. So you have to do everything you did before, except for the port forwarding. Port forwarding is basically a given. Once you do it, you have to do it again. Unless you undo your router. True, yeah. I'm probably an idiot and misspelled that, but I am not in the mood. I don't care. Nope, I didn't. Okay, good. Now you have to let it completely spawn the area. So, 72, 98, done. Now, S. Now, again, don't ever click the X. Click stop, or type stop, and then gone. Now you have everything. Now, what this little universal thingy is it's what you need to do. You know how I said you had to go in here and you had to do that little special thing like you did before? This, delete it all again, all the way out. Now, paste the Forge that, because I'm not pronouncing it all, because I'm not wanting to. But this targets this jar file. You no longer need this, so if you want to take it out and put it somewhere special, that way it doesn't get deleted, go on ahead. Any file that already has it, like modded, my bad, the plugin, you don't need 2 jar files. You can have them. I normally just leave them in there. Now I know where they're at. Click run, and now it'll run the jar file, or it'll run the mods, or to run mods. FML is the Forge mod launcher. Forge. See, it starts on the exact same thing. This FML Forge mod launcher. Yeah, attempting to connect to missing mods. There are no mods in here, so Minecraft Forge. Now size, yeah, replacing Minecraft Forge, completing, yeah. Okay, now, I almost did a stupid thing. I almost clicked that. That would cause corruption in the game. Now, what that can tend to do is, it can, like, chunks will start glitching. If you step in them, it can glitch you out and kill you. It can delete all your stuff. It's very bad. Don't ever do it. Now, once you have that, you put your mods in here. Now, you have to remember, they have to be 1.7.10 compatible. And everybody who tries to get on your server, they have to have those mods. If they don't, it'll show a little thing, and that I can actually show you. I'm going to get on with my Forge client. I already have done this. It's very easy. Just see, Forge client. Unfortunately, mine's on 1.6.7. Or on the wrong thing. And then done. Now, I think I already have mods installed. Now, how you do the mods, so I can show you that in a minute. You'll have all 3 servers done. And you'll have your Minecraft ready to go for whenever you want to get on. Okay. Now, if you want, you can download a mod to show what's going on here. I don't have it in right now, so yeah. Fun. Now, you'll notice something. It has this, and it also says how many mods you have loaded and active. Now, what will happen is, for one, remember this, whenever you want to do this, always load your server before, because you just make yourself look like an idiot like I just did. Because I tend to forget that I need the server up. Mods, now, see, 3 mods present. Now, I can connect to this, I think, because I have those 3 mods in. Now, this is a 50-50 chance, yes. Okay, I have the mods necessary in. What? Wait, does this let me access all my mods, or just, like, some of them? None of them. Okay, so any extra mod you happen to have in whenever you do this, it's basically just piss in the wind. You're not going to get anything you actually want with it. See, like I wanted this, options, inventory, cheat mode. I'm even on cheat mode. This is a mod, of course. I think it's about the only one that actually works. Now, again, I will be doing /game mode 1 to show you. You do not have permission for this command. Really? Now, what you have to do is you have to go and you have to op yourself, or you have to get a permissions file. Most people don't really want to do the hard way, so they normally just keep the server for friends. So, and they're all opt, so it doesn't matter to them. They don't need the permissions file, so they just don't give a crap. Now, if you're wanting this to be a dedicated server, so people can leave you alone, that way, in case somebody actually gets on, there are ranks and tiers you can go up to that you can personally set. Now, remember, this took me forever to actually get, and I will show you those before I end the episode today. You're going to have to go find it for yourself if you don't know it. But permissions is not this one. Mods, there are no permissions file unless you actually download a mod that has it. This has a permissions file. This is the one normally people use if they wanted a vanilla server. Technically it is. Technically, it doesn't require any mods. This is a YML file. Naturally, there won't be anything in there. They normally aren't. But with mine, this one, see, I have all these. These are all .jar files. These you do not have to do the run file for. But the permissions.ex.jar, that's the one you're going to have to get. This allows you to use your permissions file, and just to show that this is a pain, this is 289 lines of code. Like I said, this was not easy. Okay, now I will go by and show you what everything does. Okay, group is the group that you're doing. Group default, which these are just normal people. Permissions. Okay. This is what they can do naturally. Like when you first join the server, this is what you have. This is your default. This is exactly what they send you to. Okay, options, true, rank 100, yeah, okay. Rank 90, rank 80, 70, VIP. The higher the number, the lower you actually are. Default, this is true. You are now a member. When you're a member, you get a little bit more, but not quite. There's a suffix that's in your name will say member, or prefix, suffix after that. A Luger, I don't know how I figured out this name. You get a little bit more stuff as the and then you get everything the previous one has. Trusted, you get everything. Inherent, you get everything the Luger gets. This one has an inherent or default. VIP, anything in trusted, and a little bit more. You can start doing a little bit more. Ghost, you have an inherent of VIP and a little bit more stuff. Sheriff, you get more, and you have inherent of Ghost. It's basically they build on top of each other until you get to the max one. And just like, okay, a moderator, he has all of these. It has inherent of a creator, Now, creator, moderator, plugin, and admin. Now, there are ones higher: head admin, co-owner, owner. Owner has everything. Co-owner has some, but head admin has everything an admin has and more. Admin has this. He doesn't have everything, but he almost does. Almost. Owner has everything. He overranks everybody. He has full control over the server. Now, what this is, these are users that you can pick on who they be. These are, you have to set these yourself. Users, group, down, member, and then the person's name. Or options, name, that person's Minecraft name. Then you have to find this little neat number. This little neat number is hard to find. Then options, name, group, then that. So this is very difficult to get. But normally it goes options, name, group, owner, and then your little number sometimes. But this is very, very, and I mean extremely difficult. So if you want a copy, let me know. I will send you one because it will be hard for you to figure out. Okay, well, as you can clearly see the time, that is all that I have time for today to do. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that this was helpful or anything to you for anybody out there who plays Minecraft and who wants a server of their own and who doesn't want to pay. Oh, here, let's quickly Google it, because why not? We've already done this. So, mine, if I can spell Minecraft Minecraft. Let's just do server. Ooh. No. Let's actually find something. Ooh, here we go. Pro hosting. How much will it cost me to do a server here? Let's find out. Your awesome team at... Huh, they're all YouTubers. Cool. But let's just do... Plans. There we go. Let's see how much it costs to do this. Okay, airplanes, dirt planes, grass planes. All of these. Dragon plane. Okay. Lowest. Highest. Lowest, I think these just like are... Yeah, these are the megabytes of space you actually have. Now, if you would have noticed, my server trumps this by about 1,000. This is megabytes of space. This is how much RAM. 80 people, unlimited people. Yeah, but... now, that's just Minecraft server. Dedicated servers. This is where the fun starts to get in. All of these... Now, these, the RAM, those match mine. Mine outbeat most of this. Beat it, beat it, beat it. Network, I don't have 10 terabytes at 1 gig a second. I wish I did, but I won't. I don't. This I beat, and this I beat. Now, that I cannot beat. That has way too much RAM for me to even attempt to crush. This is probably the one you want to go with, but that's a little high. Now, by the way, this is something for like the Plex, Mineplex uses. Yeah, next time you want to complain about Mineplex, remember how much they actually cost. That's a dedicated server. No. But yeah. Yeah, there you go. Just give you guys a brief look, but yeah. Okay. That's all the time I have for today, so if you guys watch this entire video, you obviously are very bored. So, I'll stop talking now. And this is Frankie Santori telling you guys to have a nice day and make sure to tune in next week for another video, or probably tomorrow maybe, for another exciting video about servers. This one will be a Terraria, Gmod, or that's Terraria or Gmod, or even a game nobody's probably heard of for a long time, or probably haven't heard of it because you don't know it. Starbound. Yes, fun. Okay, well, that's all that I have time for today, so you guys have a pick of out of those 3 that you want to see tomorrow or next week. So, have a nice day. Bye for now. Remember, tune in and subscribe if you guys like this video. Thank you. Bye.
Yes! 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 No!